Please welcome Jane Brumley, representing the undergraduate online class of 2017.
Thank you, Provost Quinn, and thank you to the Board of Trustees, President Lockman, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, our family, and friends. We really appreciate that you are here to celebrate with us. I am honored to have been asked to share my story with you today. I decided that I wanted to offer most to you is encouragement. Each of us has a story to share about what it took to graduate. And while every story is different because of our differing backgrounds, we can all use our own stories to inspire others. Obtaining a college degree is rarely easy, and for those of us in the online program, it can be even harder. Adult learners are some of those most dedicated students you will find. We schedule our study time while our lives are still going full speed. My story began many years ago. I started at Abilene Christian University in Texas. The first summer I went home, I met my husband, Bob. He was in the Air Force, and we were engaged within weeks, married the following year. My plan was to finish school at our new home in Austin, but it didn't work out at all that way. I should have entered as a junior, but due to state and specific university standards, I was classified as a second semester freshman. I was angry, and so I quit. College became a battle for me. I started several times, only to be challenged by a cycle of life incidents and needing to pause my studies. At one point, my dad got sick, and he passed away very quickly. But yet that fire inside of me continued to spark. I was allowed to pause my studies during that time and finish after I returned. When we found out very soon after that we were moving, I was able to complete those last coursework through my first true telecourse. Later, we had 4 sons by that time, 2 in junior high and high school and 2 little ones. I was busy. I took a break from school and volunteered when I could. One of those volunteer opportunities turned into a flex-time job in accounting. But I was unwilling to give up that last little time that I had left with our last child. And I am eternally grateful that I had that choice, and I do understand that's not the choice for everyone. But with no job, I suddenly had a lot of time on my hands. My husband asked if I had considered going back to school. And remember that spark? I didn't have much time to decide, but it flickered inside of me, and I applied and started again. During my second semester at school, guess what? He got a job offer in San Antonio. So I took one online course from there, but couldn't continue because there were no upper-level accounting courses that I needed. So I quit again. In 2015, Champlain College signed an agreement to offer education through a program called TruEd Fed. Champlain's programs were affordable and 100% online, and that's not something I ever found in an accredited school. I saw an ad in our local military base newspaper about the new program, and I couldn't believe my eyes. This was my answer. It wouldn't matter if we moved again. I could take my studies with me. But being portable is not the only reason why Champlain is so great. There have been our wonderful instructors. In many ways, our instructors are like us. They live across the US, they have families, and they work in their chosen careers. But still, they take the time to share their knowledge with students. Their life experiences enhance classes the way a textbook cannot. During these last 2 years, I've had more of those life experiences, including 2 major neck surgeries. And this past December, we moved again to Germany. during finals week. Yeah, that was rough. Through it all, though, through 11 moves and attending 8 different colleges, with the help of our great Champlain College faculty and staff, I'm here today. I recently saw a quote from entrepreneur and author Jim Rohn and thought it was appropriate. If it's important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. My story is complicated and long, but we have many classmates with amazing stories about overcoming adversity. Some have suffered loss of family members, either through divorce or death. We have classmates who have experienced job loss, job changes, pregnancies, illnesses, and some are even the primary caregivers of their elderly parents. Are we tenacious or what? Whatever life throws our way, we are persistent and we are determined, and that is why we are here today, ready to walk this stage. If we can persevere through all of this, the setbacks, the distractions, the delays, we can make it through anything. Experience teaches us that there will always be tough times. What got us here today is different for each one of us. But whatever that motivation is, it can get you through the valleys in life. For me, it was surrounding myself with people who encouraged me to keep going, no matter what life threw in my way. And also, it was my faith. What I mean by faith is, it's not believing that everything's going to turn out okay, but it's knowing that you're going to be okay no matter how things turn out. I'm not at all sure what my future's going to look like. In the near term, while living overseas, I plan to continue to volunteer at our tax center, and I've already asked to be help at our local church with their bookkeeping. Some of us, it only took 4 years to graduate, and some more than 30. But all that matters is that we are about to cross that finish line. But it doesn't end here, graduates. This is just the new chapter. How will you share your story to inspire others? I think it's time to graduate, y'all. Thank you.